Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, mwah, let me be the first. I love you. And I hope you're having a fantastic day, because love truly makes the world go round and round and round. Love is the greatest medicine of them all. And love truly does win all the time. It may not win when you want it to win. It may be a long time to get to victory lap, but always have faith and trust that in the end, you'll win if you come with complete, unadulterated love. So with that said, I want you to spread the love by spreading the word. And I promise you, you will spread the wealth of health, wealth of information, education, spirit, love, and also moolah. Everybody's talking about the moolah. You can have that too. So by doing that, you gotta like, you gotta comment, you got to subscribe, and hit that notification button, and go on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and tell it and tweet about the Holy Yogi and the phenomenal information we have to share with you on the daily, 365 days a year. And I got a good one for you today. The law of attraction in action. But sometimes it comes when, once again, it's on God's time. And as long as it's on God's time, it's always on time. You know, a lot of us, whenever we put out there in the universe the things that we want to achieve and the things that we want to accomplish, we tend to, I'm trying to get my love sign in here. I want to make sure love is always there in the present of my conversation with you. So as I'm tilting my head and tilting everything, make sure we got the love going and you understand. Gotta have love at the present of everything. I don't have lights in there yet. I gotta put new batteries in there to get my lights. Lighten up, stay lightened up. Light means, you know, the importance of not staying heavy. Light is having a carefree, you know, positive, productive, happy, blissful, you know, attitudes. That's the light we're talking about. You notice we're kind of heavy when we're angry, when we're upset, when we're frustrated, when we're sad, and when we're depressed. That's some heavy negativity. It tends to weigh us down and bring down our vibrational frequency. So we lighten up. That's why you become enlightened. Get it? Spiritually enlightened. Lighten up, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good time. Okay, I went off on a slight tangent there. Let's get back to the issue at hand. I wanted to share with you a really awesome experience of the law of attraction. We live it every single day in my household. And I like to lead by example, especially with my children, because that's the best way that they're going to learn the spiritual lessons of life, by living them. And so in a nutshell, particularly my oldest son, just recently we had a wonderful spiritual breakthrough. You know, we had a wonderful, you know, prosperity and abundance experience that we're really, really excited about. And he's on his road to another financial adventure. And it's going to bring greater prosperity and abundance in his life. But more importantly, it's going to make him the best that he is capable of being. I can't stress to you that I didn't want to become a millionaire for the sake of becoming a millionaire, but what it made of me. I mean, I learned fortitude, I learned perseverance, I learned discipline, I learned order, I learned balance, I learned reciprocity. I learned about spirituality. I learned about trusting in God, having faith, having hope. I've learned about, you know, the experience of being honest and trustworthy and sincere and compassionate and giving. You know, all of those wonderful traits and attributes which are free of charge. Think about it. You don't have to pay for those things. Those are just some of those things you can bring outside of you. And all those things that I needed in order to get to the next level in life didn't require a dime. It just required me to dig deep down within inside of my soul and bring out the God goddess within inside of me. So let me share with you the phenomenal experience that we've had in the last couple of days and week. But this experience that we had, it started out a couple of years ago. Yeah, see, that's why I want you to fully understand. Never get frustrated, or remember this: denial does not mean no. Okay? And I don't mean denial in Africa. I'm trying to make a joke now. I blew it. But as a matter of fact, my son's name is River Nile. Okay, we try to stay connected to the beginning of civilization in the great river of Africa that surprisingly flows in so much abundance in your life if you really understand it. So anyway, that's why I named him River Nile, in order for him to live an abundant, prosperous, beautiful life and experience. So anyway, we had a particular dream in line with a particular business venture that we wanted to do. To make a long story short, we've had a lot of, ups and downs, waxing and waning, the valley, and going to the mountaintop, with this particular business initiative. And in a nutshell, one of the things that we wanted to do was for him to get training in this particular area. And so we went out and we went to a couple of places to seek out the training, and we had a great game plan of action, and it quite didn't pan out. We couldn't find someone that really fit what our dream and objective was for him to accomplish his goal and to take his business to the next level. And some other things happened, etc. So we just said, okay, well, what we'll do is we'll put this on the back burner because some things that were going on that we felt would get us to the next level in what we're trying to go through. But still, once again, what do we do with it? We put prayers, we put light, and we put love on the situation. Always waiting and being ready for a better experience to come about. So, remember, always stay open, always stay active with the prosperity prayers and abundance and things of that nature, okay? Because I do it every day. I start my day out always doing the affirmations that I am love, I am peace, I am joy, I am happiness. One of my favorite mantras is I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. Each and every single day, we do these type of mantras on a consistent basis. So, and then once I complete the mantra, I just go about my day, and I'm open to what the universe has to bring to me. And that's what you need to do. The key thing about it is the law of attraction in the word is action. A lot of people think, they say the prayers, they do the affirmation, they do the meditation, etc., and then they think it's going to fall out of the sky. No, after you say the prayers, after you go through all of that work, then you got to go out to make these things happen. So anyway, we are branched off into another sector of, our background is internet marketing, social media marketing, and the like. And so, in a nutshell, my computer went kaput. It didn't go kaput, but it just started slowing down. I was having trouble with it. And my oldest son is talented in the area of internet marketing, kind of tweaking with programs and with the computers, etc. And my mother, who is very gifted as far as, she could look at you and tell you what your talent is and what you need to be doing. Okay, I think I shared a story a long time ago. Check out those other videos where I share my story, how she told me about my gift, and later on in life I thought she had lost it. And even this time around, once again, we second guess, we question it, but we always keep our mind open to it. Even if you question it, you keep your mind open, because once again, what I had envisioned, what she was speaking about, that was the route we were supposed to go, but it actually wasn't. It was another route that involved that particular endeavor. Okay. So in a nutshell, but I kept it back when she kept on saying it over again. And then the final draw was when I went to to get some help and assistance. And when we went, and this is another thing, so I want you to pay attention to everything that I'm saying to you. Okay, when we went to get some help with my computer, went to a really nice store, and it was a young lady that came out from the back of the room. Now, I'm surprised to see when I see young women, and we always stereotypically think that women don't do computers or into coding and internet and all that other kind of wonderful stuff. It's usually a male-dominated industry, math and science, etc. And so in a nutshell, when I saw this wonderful diva, I was like, are you the customer service rep or are you the technician? She said, I'm the technician. I said, you go, girl. And we bumped each other, and I said I was so proud of her, and I was so happy to see her, in this industry. Good for her, because you got to be brave, I remember thinking before I would want to be a naturopathic doctor, I had to take physics, I had to take biology, I had to take chemistry, statistics, and all this wonderful organic chemistry killed me. But the reality of the situation, I bought into the hype that women aren't good at math. You buy into it, and I became not good at math. And then when I had to take physics, and I had to learn from this African physics professor who said theta when he meant theta. I said, what is theta? What is theta? But nevertheless, we got through the accent difficulties and had a good time, and I got a B. But I had to work my butt off in order to do it. And what I did was I psyched myself up. I was doing the mantra, I'm very good at math. I can do math. I'm very good at physics. I can do physics. I was shocked and I had all-nighters and, one problem, sat there for 15, 20 hours, whatever I had to do. The bottom line is I was determined to get it done because it was more important for me to want to be a doctor. And if physics was the course that I had to go through and pass in order for me to become a doctor, so be it. That is what I was going to do. So, but back to the issue at hand, this particular story is that, and that's what I want to encourage you to do. You're going to get people to tell you that you can't do it. You're going to get society to tell you that you can't do it. And that's why you got to work through it with the mantras and the prayers, with the affirmation, everything to give you the courage, the fortitude, and the strength, and the energy to push you to the next level. So anyway, this diva, we was having a great conversation. She was sharing with me about her mom, etc. But guess what? She couldn't fix my problem. No problem. So she said to me, well, unfortunately, I can't fix your problem, but what I'll do is I'm going to refer you to someone. Now, I was really gracious about it, and that's why I tell you it's so important that you be nice. You be compassionate. You be loving, considerate. I gave her tons of compliments, etc. I made her feel good. So in turn, she wanted to help me. People do business, and they help people that they know, they like, and they trust. So I built a great rapport with her in a matter of instance by being a nice, loving, caring, compassionate person. I can't stress the importance of being that way. A pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow when you're just a nice person. So anyway, what she did was, she told me about another colleague of her that was not in the company that she was working with. So she referred me to a competitor. And she wasn't supposed to do it, but I was like, I'm not going across town. I'm going to have to find somebody closer. She said, okay, I'll help you. So she did something that, she normally wasn't supposed to do, but that's what happened. So anyway, she referred me to a gentleman that was absolutely phenomenal. And we go to get the job done. And what was so phenomenal when we entered the place, lo and behold, hindsight, 2020, coming at he was the gentleman that my son was supposed to connect with in order for him to be trained and learn the skill that's going to create 6 and 7 figures for my son. Completely. It was beyond our greatest imagination. We had wanted to learn just one aspect of it. When we got finished with him, we're going to be taught 4 aspects of it. Check this out. Not only that, to normally pay for something like that, you would pay 10 times what he's charging us to do. Plus, he's giving my son so many extra perks and things of that nature. When I look at what we would have to pay out of pocket, the time and the energy, I'm talking about years of education I would have had to go through in order for me to get these skills, are happening in a matter of 8 weeks. You see, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever worry about the time. Don't ever worry about the money. Don't ever worry about any of those other things that you imagine in your own mind. You see, God has a greater plan for you than even what you can come up with. Just leave it in God's hands and watch the miracles happen. So I'm so excited, and what was really, really awesome about the experience was that I just now had a discussion with my son the day before of exactly what did he need to do in order to get to the next level. Lo and behold, we meet this phenomenal gentleman. Peter is his name. And Peter just regurgitated everything that I've been telling my son for not only the last 2 weeks, but for the last 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, 8, 9, 10 years. So we're really investing to his energy. And more importantly, before we ended the conversation, that's why I know it's divine intervention. He mentioned God. He reminded my son that God is inside of him and that everything he needs, God had already endowed with inside of him in order to be massively successful and be a business owner and be prosperous and abundant. And Lord have mercy, he didn't know this, but he was preaching to the choir. And I was saying, amen, 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 amen. It was just hilarious. And I was just, God has a wonderful sense of humor. And it was just so beautiful to see my son see this whole law of attraction in action and experiencing it. And I'm so happy for him because it's an awesome, bright future. He's going to start tomorrow. That's right. When the opportunity presents itself and the universe is on your side. It's when you get confirmation from the universe. And when the universe sets everything up, and you really connect with that and really understand it, that you're being blessed by God, that's good karma and you must fulfill it. If you deny that karma, we're coming up with excuses like, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't have the energy, no, don't ever do that. Take advantage of it, jump on it, and just do it. And trust and know that the resources of everything you need will show up. And besides, once again, he wanted it so much more for my son than even my son wanted it. You gotta know it's God at work. Which really was fascinating. He said this one line, because he could have easily made $65, $70 off of me. And, my son was saying, Mom, I can do it. I can fix your computer. And he said, yeah, Mom, give him a chance to do it. And I saw, wow, what a class act. He knew it was more important for that man's self-esteem, my son's self-esteem, to be uplifted and have pride within himself, to accomplish a goal that he had, than to take 65 measly, itsy-bitsy dollars from me. Wow, what an abundance, prosperous, God-centered man that we met in Peter. So, like I said, like attracts like. Peter's in abundance, we're in abundance, and it was just like two old friends meeting again. We had a divine connection, and now my son has a divine intervention as far as achieving his phenomenal dream of being the best human being that he wants to be. He found his art. He found one of his gifts. I'm sure there are many more to be divulged, but this is going to be one opportunity to develop and create his first million, and I'm really excited for him. So let's partake of the law of attraction. Now keep in mind, this happened 2 years later. We met our match. We met and came to fruition. So don't ever get discouraged. Don't ever remember, denial does not mean no. It just means pause for the cause. It just means wait and be patient, but still go through the motions of achieving massive success. And God will provide the people, places, situations, circumstances at divine time for you to accomplish your divine what? Appointment. Yeah, baby. That's how it works. So let's say our minute meditation. Dear Heavenly Spirit, divine, gracious Mother, Father, God, thank you so much for bringing to me the people, places, situations, circumstances, money, and all the resources that I need in order for me to accomplish my dreams. I am so grateful, and I accept your challenge that you've given me. I promise to take this information and education and do good with it. And then once I receive my blessings from you, yes, I will in turn go around and bless other people. And that's what Peter's doing. He learned a skill, learned a trade and craft, and now he's teaching other people to do the same thing. And know what he's doing? He's telling River and everybody else, now you go out and you bless other people and you teach them too. The domino effect, okay? Like I said, spread the love by spreading the word of education, and you spread the wealth. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Peace, hetapu, namaste. Have a prosperity.